Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In the name of Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, most gracious, most merciful, all praise and thanks are due to Allah, and peace and blessing are upon our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. In this special occasion, we would like to discuss family planning, and there are two groups here. For the first group is poor group. They will explain to us about advantage of family planning. And the second group is opposite group. They will explain to us about this advantage of family planning. So before we start our discussions, let's start it by saying Basmalah together. Bismillah. Okay, for Alfiansa and Fauzi as a leader, with the members, the time is yours.
Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for our respective teacher that has already gave us a precious chance to discuss one of our main topics for today. But before we get into the discussion right away, I would like to introduce myself and my honorable groups here. Firstly, you may know me as Muhammad Alfiansha, or you can call me Ian. With my honorable groups, firstly, Satrio. You may sit. Next, Sultan. You may sit. And then we have Tariq. You also may sit. And then the next one we have Bintang. You also may sit. And last but not least, we have Zaki. You may sit. And now that I have introduced myself and my groups here will promote the benefits of family planning. But before we get right into the topic that we're going to discuss, we have to know, what is family planning? What is the definition of family planning? If we want to discuss something, we have to know of what topic that we're going to talk about. So now I'm going to explain. Family planning is the practice of controlling the number of children in a family or the intervals between their births by means of using artificial contraception or voluntary sterilization. Now, my friends, gentlemen, my opposition teams, from my brief explanation above, we know that if someone implement this kind of method of family planning, especially in our beloved country, Indonesia, this will give a very deep impact to our country. Our country will thrive. It will rocket sky above and thrive. Prosperity will goddamn spread. I say that again. So because of that, my friends, my opposition teams, my groups will promote the benefits of family planning. And that is after the opposition team has gave their opinion. Time and place is yours.
Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First, I'm grateful to our honored teacher for this expensive chance. May Allah bless him. Amen. Okay, before we start, let me introduce myself and my friends from opposition party. My name is Fauzi Firmansyah, the leader this of party, and this are my friend, Kolbun, you may say it, Ziad, you may say it, Akbar, you may say it, Alif, you may say it, Musab. Yes. They, my friend, was going to help me in this discussion about disadvantage of family planning. Just what like Ian brother explained about family planning, that family planning will reduce the amount of space on Earth, where the Earth has limited place to live in. Therefore, family planning is needed to reduce the human population and maintain the stability of the earth. True?
Yeah, that's true.
But is it a good way?
Yeah, for me that's a good way because that's my opinion.
Okay. Well, the limiting one's right to self-regulate the number of family members lead to happiness.
It will lead because of the amount of children that they have.
What about a woman who dream of living with many children and enjoying a surrounded many children and grandchildren? This is not accordance with human nature.
Why?
Because it is not certain that the earth resources can be used up because there are too many humans. So don't blame too many humans, but blame humans who are few, but they treat the earth arbitrarily. Yes, thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Satrio, and here I will be the first person to talk about one of benefits of family planning. So from the explanation that my chairman has given, we know that birth control has to be implemented in this country because overpopulation that occur and spread, and because there is no birth control in this country. Overpopulation that spread and poverty is everywhere. Also, we have to know a couple of benefits that family planning provide to certain communities in order to ensure existence this world and to ensure the health and prosperity. After the opposition team has gave the talk. Thank you.
Thanks to Dr. Satyo for the explanation. Previously, he said that without a family planning program, poverty would spread everywhere. Maybe that could be true logically robbery, but there is a saying in this country that says, more children, more fortune. And this is a principle that was always held by our predecessors, and this is true. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you for my brother, Kolbun, for your opinion. But now I would like to explain the first benefit of family planning. All right, listen up you all. For the first benefit is for the mothers that wants to hold their birth after being in pregnancy for 9 months straight. And also we have to remember, especially to you all, that if a mother is done giving birth to a baby, they need to recover before actually giving to another infant, because that will slow the mother's recovery. And if that happens, too often the wound that the mother endure will eventually kill her. And also we have to know that if a mother had too much children in her care, she can't provide the love and attention to all of her children at once, and also to her husband. And if that happens, that will be another problem for the family. Yeah. And if a mother can't share her love and attention to each family member, it will reduce harmony between family members. Remember that. It will reduce harmony between family members. And it will reduce harmony between family members, and eventually it will lead to domestic violence. And there are also other benefits, not only for the mothers, but for the children also. Because of that, one of our comrade, Tariq, will explain the benefits of family planning after the opposition teams has gave their thought. Thank you very much. May God bless you all.
Thanks for your explanation, Ilir Sultan. You said that family planning can make a more focus on taking care of her children, so that the children can be more educated. But in my opinion, if a mother has many children, it will make it easier for mother to taking care of her children, because mother will be assisted by older children to taking care of younger children. Even if they want, more can use older children to feed their younger siblings or change their diapers. So the mother test can be lighter and only focus on their children. We really need their mothers only, and the rest are older siblings who will take care of it. Thanks for your.
Okay, many thanks for my brother. What's your name? Okay, Zia. You has gave your opinion and gave me the chance to explain the benefit of family planning for the children. And the first, children are the most important component of a family. They deserve the attention they need. They to be taken care of since they birth until hit the age of 13. So why did I say that the children need attention? Because it will affect to their psychology when they grew older, maybe higher than 13, and from this it will affect behavior and nature, and that is not good for their education, and it will affect to achievement in school. And we also have to know, if a family had too much children, beyond their capability one of the children, maybe will get less attention and maybe they will be a good target for domestic violence. So now we know that domestic violence can occur if the head of the family or the fathers can handle or take care of the family with the right and wise way. So later we're gonna talk about head of the family. My comrade Bintang will explain the benefit of family planning for the fathers after the opposition has given their opinion. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. As what you know, my name is Akbar, and thank you for the opportunity. We have heard an amazing statement from Pro Team, which our brother Torik said that the child psychology will be more awake if the mother has always been with him from childhood. We can't say it's 100% wrong, but what I want to say is, if a child only gets the assistance from his mother or father, it will make child spoiled and inexperienced. And if a child has many siblings, maybe he will learn to be more independent and not spoiled by his parents, which is what the child really needs when he separates from his parents and has to support himself. I can guarantee that this will help a lot the child in the face of this cruel life. Thank you very much. May Allah bless us. Peace be upon you.
Okay, as you know, my name is Bintang, and thanks a lot Akbar for giving your opinion and giving me the chance to speak and explain about beneficial things of family plannings for the father. Fathers, the head member of the family, has many responsibilities. And if I mention their responsibilities one by one, it will be too many to mention. So I'm just going to mention a couple of them and how family planning affects their responsibilities in life. First of fathers have to work every day and maybe only take their vacation in the weekends. Or maybe they have to work all day and be able to rest for a day. Not to mention, if they have too many children to take care of, they have another burden to handle their homes right after they went home. So from my explanation above, we know that fathers have many responsibilities. And if they have too many family members, especially children, they cannot focus on their responsibilities and keeping the family in a fine and safe condition. And also, if the father had already too many responsibilities, he will feel stressful and maybe will cause violence between the family. Now, the solution is family planning, because family planning will reduce the number of children they have to take care, and the father will also be able to give his love and attention to his child. Now that I have explained about how family planning affects the father, and now the conclusion is going to be explained by one of our comrade, Zaki, after the opposing team has given their talk. Thank you.
Hi everyone, how are you? First, let me introduce myself. My name is Ali Fatala, and I want to say thank you for the interesting argument. It's okay to say earlier that a father doesn't need more effort to make a living because his family members are fail. This is logically true, but we as people who uphold Indonesian custom shouldn't think like that. Shouldn't think like that. Because just like saying goes, every child has their own fortune. So there's no need to worry. Sustenance has already been arranged. So we just have to try as much as we can and pray to God, and God will take care of the rest. And as a Muslim, remember, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, A'udhu billahi minasyaitonir rajim, wa may yatawakkal 'ala Allahi fahuwa hasbuh. Remember? Fahuwa hasbuh. Fahuwa hasbuh. Wa may yatawakkal 'ala Allahi fahuwa hasbuh. Remember that. Fahuwa hasbuh. Whoever put his heart in Allah, that is sufficient for him. Maybe that's all my opinion, and thank you very much for your attention.
Okay. Gratitude for Alif, who gave me the chance to conclude this debate about our pros talk about family planning. Now that my friends have explained a couple of advantages and benefits of family planning, and now I'm going to conclude their talk. So, family planning is something that we need in society, especially in many developing countries. Because if we observe a couple of developing countries, their population explodes beyond the estimation of how can the country can handle the population. For example, our beloved country Indonesia, especially in Java, the population explodes beyond the estimation. Families under poverty, street and squalor is almost everywhere. If we don't handle these problems, then this world will already have too much population, and many developing countries can't handle this problem except if we implement family planning. Because if we implement this way of living in our life, we can secure and ensure the life of many family that is already poor and can sustain the need of their family. Now we are going to listen to the opposition team, their last opinion.
Thank you, honorable brother, for your very riveting presentation. Maybe your opinion is true that family planning is needed to reduce the growth rate that is currently exploding in order to maintain the stability of the earth. However, lastly, we remind you that family planning is not the only way to overcome this, because there are many other safer ways to prevent pregnancy without having to use family planning program, which is permanently damaging the function of a woman's uterus, which is wrong in human nature and also our religion. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Tazawwajul wadud al walud," marry a woman who love and can have many children. So, from the hadith above, it is appropriate for us Muslims to prioritize and obey the command of our Prophet rather than subjective principles that arise from human. May Allah bless us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the good explanation from the contra group and the pro group. So I make some notes here. I will add the reason of family planning for the pro groups. Family planning help protect women.
That's true. That's right.
Yeah, family planning help protect women from any health risks that may occur before, during, or after childbirth. This includes high blood pressure, diabetes, infection, miscarriage, and stillbirth. According to studies, women who bear more than 14 are at increased risk for maternal mortality. Moreover, an infant will have a greater risk of death and weak health if the mother dies while giving birth.
Listen.
Based on hadith from our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah, marry a woman who love and can have many children. For this hadith, we also can assume that we should have many children. Yeah, we also can assume that we should have many children. But based on health reasons, we have to understand the condition of a woman or a wife. When a pregnancy is unplanned or discloses space, it affects the mother's health and the safety of her unborn child. So I think that we should have readiness. Yes, readiness. That readiness helps us to decide the futures. Okay, thank you. That is the conclusion for our discussion for today. Thank you for the good presentations. And thank you for your attention. Bless you all, my students. So let's close our discussion by saying Hamdallah together. Alhamdulillah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.